So maybe they have some of their friends, and their friends they too they have boyfriends, and they'll be pushing them to get one of them to help them in like buying some of their clothes. And so maybe the boy will say, oh, let me give you money, but I'll ask one thing, that I'll have sex with you, and this falls into teenage pregnancy.
So that is one of the reasons, the inability for the parents to cater for their needs. The girls may have peer friends who them introduce them to boyfriends, and the boyfriend coming in will want to offer cash for a kind, and the kind is sex, and the sex resultant is teenage pregnancy, and the final thing is unable to date.
Because some of the girls too, their parents maybe they also don't have how to cater for them too is very difficult. So they think their parents have and they refuse to give to them, so they go in for boyfriends, and at the end of the day they get pregnant.
Some of them, they will be going to school and they will need some books and pens to use in the school, but they will not get it. If they go to their mother will say that they don't have money, so the person will go in for boyfriend. So maybe the boyfriend can give her money, but she will.
Some of the parents, they are in poor families, so if their children too need something, they can't ask their mother because their mother don't have, their parents don't have, so they go in for boyfriends. In that matter, their boyfriends to
take advantage.
Some of the parents, because of they don't have money, they will say they should go for boyfriends to get something from the boyfriends, and the girls too will go because they know that if their parents have, they'll give it to them. So they will do as the parents say. Friends will say, some of them, their friends said it is sweet, so they should go for it. They should go the sex is sweet, so they should go and try it, and they too will go and try.
So this is not about the matter of a parent not being responsible or parents being poverty. It's just of peer pressure, trying to adventure.
I think we should encourage it, but we have to abstain from it because it's not good. And our parents are always advising us to abstain from sex. We should get married before we should have that with our husband. But some of our friends say we should go for it. And so for me, I would say they should take the condom. They should use it so that it will protect them from having a disease like AIDS and getting pregnant.
I also think they should teach us about it, but we must, so that if the teachers should know about its good and the bad way, so that if we know about it, if we dislike not to, if we like to, that's it. But if as for the method of knowing it, it will, if only you want to do it, then you can go for it. But as for me, to me, it's very bad.
No,
I think they should teach us, but we should abstain from getting sex.
early sex. Your mom has ever said something about sex, educating you on it. You see, maybe from one out of very few, when you are fortunate and you get educated parents who also follow the developmental things happening, issues happening, they will then talk.
What I would say about the difference between love and sex is like, for love we can like if a brother of mine or sister of mine is not having something, love I can give her or his of whatever he is requesting. For sex is like having sexual intercourse with the person is what I can talk about.
Right now in our community, not just our community, it was brought from the outside, the Western world, that if you tell somebody I love you, it means we should go into sexual intercourse. So it happens even on occasions like funerals. Okay, when somebody is dead, Friday evening, you meet somebody for the first time. You tell the person you love the person. The perception is that you want to go into bed with the person, but some people don't buy that idea. But normally the illiterates, all they understand about love is sex. So if you are talking about a community and a community like Mangwasi, then you can match love and sex. That one there is no two ways about.
As taking care of the family, the children that comes out, and all, as well as buying clothes and other basic needs like education. The father is to provide, and the mother too is to work to assist the man, or sometimes to take care of the house when the man is out working.
So would you consider a man also taking care of the household, or only the woman?
The woman.
You girls, do you agree with that?
Do you agree that always you are supposed to take care of the house but not the man? You don't. Why don't you?
Because maybe I will go to the market to go and buy some the things for cooking. But the man has to stay in the house to take care of the children. In terms when I'm not in the house.